Your thoughts are going a mile a minute and your fingers can't quite keep up. I feel you. Hey internet, my name's Mark, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm happy to have you. I'm a computer science student at NYU, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about how to get better at typing. Although computer science doesn't have much to do with it, my typing speed is pretty fast. In high school, I kind of plateaued around 135 or 140 words per minute and kind of kept that for a while, but back in February of 2020, I decided to take the entire month and as a project, try to increase my words per minute to 180. Unfortunately, I didn't make it, but I hit 166 and I kind of average around 150, 155 now. So I wanted to share some of those strategies that worked for me and what I've been doing for so long that helps me type really fast. If you don't know what touch typing is, stick around, but if you do, maybe skip around to some timestamps if you're curious that you can see on screen now. Without further ado, let's get right into it. So touch typing, what exactly is that? Well, it's essentially typing without looking at the keyboard. Just to touch quickly upon keyboards, keyboards are only part of it, all right? They're only a part of why you might type fast or why you might type slow. It's all about what you're used to. In general, there are two types of keyboards. There are mechanical keyboards, which are, your stereotypical gaming keyboard, and then there are membrane keyboards, like this one, where the keys are super duper flat. Personally, I prefer membrane keyboards because my fingers don't have to come up too much and they're also less loud. But if you want to use a mechanical keyboard to type faster, you do you. If you're typing with just your two pointer fingers and touching around the keyboard, this is called pecking, and we're gonna try to work away from that. I'll call, the standard way of typing the home row method, which is the row across the keyboard. And if you're pecking and moving to the home row method, it might be slow at first, but you'll see rapid improvement very quickly as your muscle memory for typing begins to develop. That being said, unless you're doing this super duper seriously, don't switch to home row for everything right off the bat. Just take it one day at a time. All right, so you're using the home row method, you're done pecking. What's next? There are a lot of websites out there, and I have found 3 to be monumentally helpful and that I used mainly when I was doing this in February. The first one is called KeyBR, and I think this is a fantastic resource, especially for beginners. KeyBR essentially generates pseudo-English words, so things that sound English but aren't actual words based on your past performances. So you'll get words that contain letter combinations, H to E, for example, that maybe you failed in the past. Overall, you can actually look at your metrics on KeyBR, what key you missed the most, what percentage of when you're hitting the E key, how often do I hit it, how often do I miss it. It's got some really cool metrics and I would definitely recommend it for beginning. These metrics can be super helpful to figure out what you need to work on most. As with trying to improve with anything, you don't want to look at only one tool. Another website I recommend, and it's my favorite typing website, which is a little bit of a weird thing to say, is 10fastfingers.com. 10fastfingers contains a bunch of things from a basic level typing test, which is my metric for saying I went from 140 to 166 words per minute. They have advanced level typing tests. They have a cool sort of gamified system to advance in different typing levels to increase your typing speed with different words. The basic level typing test is some of the most common words you'll see in English. The advanced typing tests are more obscure words, and this helps work against trying to learn specific words and phrases and more towards gaining speed for, characters in general. 10fastfingers also has typing competitions, which are useful for 2 reasons. 1, they add a little bit of competition and spice to things, and 2, you get to repeat the same exact set of words that you just did in case you want to see, if you want to improve with a specific test. They have other things like putting in your own text and typing. They also have support for several different languages, and they also have a fantastic Discord community. And if you know me, communities are crucial when you're trying to improve something, so definitely check that out. Lastly, we have TypeRacer, which I'm sure most people have heard of about now. When I started on TypeRacer in February, my average was actually around 110, 115 words per minute, and now I get around 140. The reason for this is punctuation. TypeRacer is a fantastic resource for getting better at your punctuation in typing. Whereas 10fastfingers throws the common words in the English language at you, and KeyBR generates completely fake English, sometimes real, TypeRacer gives you the opportunity to type up real text. The text could be from Alice in Wonderland or a Ben 10 episode, whatever is submitted by the user. It's also great because you can compete with your friends and see who's got the faster typing speed. But all in all, it is great to work on punctuation and a more realistic setting for what you might be typing up. Those are the 3 websites that I mainly used in February, and I still take tests on 10fastfingers every once in a while if I'm feeling energized or something, and I go on TypeRacer pretty often. All in all, KeyBR, 10fastfingers, and TypeRacer are my favorite website resources. They're a pretty lax way to improve, to do 5 to 10 minutes every single day. At the end of the day, warm yourself up before you're writing an essay, things like that. So those are helpful ways to specifically focus on improving your typing. But as with everything, you want to actually apply what you're learning, what you're improving, to everything else you're doing. You want to incorporate it into your life. Otherwise, if you don't want to explicitly practice, just doing it in your everyday activities is a great way to improve. So, 4 ways to apply typing in real life. The first thing is the easiest way, and that is to just focus on typing out the small things faster. Maybe right now you can type pretty fast with just 2 fingers and you want to type up your essays like that? Fantastic. If you're on YouTube and you're going to leave a comment, like the one I hope you're going to leave on this video, or perhaps you're typing in google.com, think about what you're going to say and practice just that using the home row keys, just that 30 seconds of typing. For example, if you're touch typing for the first time and you're looking at your YouTube comment and you're typing and it's all coming out as gibberish, then just simply look down, move your fingers, type by looking at the keyboard, and take that 30 seconds to mindfully improve. These small things do add up. In no time, you will see the muscle memory begin to form. Our second method is one step further. Essentially, save the home row typing for everything that's non-essential work. For example, if you're typing up an essay and pecking ends up being faster, then you can do that for now if you don't want to be, as slow as you might be using the home row method. However, if you switch to talking to a friend on Facebook Messenger or Discord, for example, use this new form of typing. Try and get used to touch typing, to using the home row keys, to use what you're practicing. This way, for the non-essential work, you don't have to focus on this new form of typing. And for just chatting to someone, you can use something that is, usually enjoyable or used as a break or time of relaxation to also work on this other thing. 3 is if you are invested into typing faster and you do choose to do the end of day typing test, then just track your progress. In February, I had a goal every single week to hit, and I only hit the first 2 weeks, unfortunately, but I recommend you track your progress. 10 fast fingers will do this automatically. Every time you take a test, it will save the highest one of the day, but doing it on your own doesn't hurt. Tracking your progress is essential for everything, honestly. If you're beginning to touch with the home row keys and you're thinking, oh, I can only hit, 70 or 80 words per minute, that's so bad. But then you look back at when you were pecking and hitting 40 words per minute, you can say, wow, yeah, I've come a long way. For me, that's something that's helped avoid imposter syndrome in all aspects of my life, but that is an entire another video. So track your progress. And lastly, note-taking. When it comes to taking notes, if you're in class or a lecture, don't type your notes. I'm sure you've heard it before, writing notes helps you memorize them more. While I do agree with this, the studies do show, sometimes I type notes when I watch lectures online. I try to always write them in class. But the key thing I want to get from this is that if you write up your notes, then typing them up later will help you not only become faster at typing, will not only help you become more efficient at touch typing without looking at the keyboard, but it will help you remember what you did in class. I believe that typing up your notes is a fantastic habit to get into. It can be pretty tedious, but here's why. First of all, when it comes to working on typing, you can have your notes to the side, look at them, and work on your touch typing as you're looking at your notes. Then you can look at the screen and see, oh shoot, I shifted my fingers to the right. Well, delete, try again. If this keeps happening, don't stress about typing up all your notes, just type up 1 page at a time or something. Now, part of the reason I still do this is to help with my typing, sure, but the main reason is spaced repetition and note organization. I'm a pretty messy note taker with arrows thinking, oh, this should go here or stuff like that. When I type up my notes, I use a format called Markdown, and this helps me organize my notes with clearer headlines and clearer bullet points. Also, if I have a lecture on Monday and then on, Thursday I come around to typing up my notes, this will help me kind of look back at my notes and force me to study in a sense. Up in the corner, I'll put a video about spaced repetition that's explained very well, but just know, typing up your notes is super helpful to improve your touch typing, your typing speed, and most importantly, will help you remember the notes you took in class versus just reading over them mindlessly. Well, that's about it. I would recommend taking a minute or two and just jotting down how you might plan on improving your typing in the near future. Whether that's going on Type Racer with a friend of yours on every Friday so you can both compete on who will improve faster, or using 10 fast fingers to beat all of their boss levels and unlock all 1,000 words in the basic level. Or perhaps even making the commitment to type up more of your notes so that you can improve your touch typing. I wish you the best of luck with all of your typing improvements. If there are strategies you've used in the past and, I haven't talked about, I'd love to hear them because I'm definitely searching to hit 190 words per minute one day, so do leave them down in the comments below. I've put together a playlist right here that you can go ahead and watch for some school-related tips and tricks that I've gained over the past years. I hope to make more of these videos and stuff, but all in all, I do hope you got something out of this. If you did, like, subscribe to the channel. I have a new video coming out every Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern time this summer. So without further ado, thanks yet again for watching. Have a good one, type faster, and as always, don't forget to stay awesome.